Hey everyone, it's Reverend Geek back after a long absence, and we're here today to talk about Marvel. And are they dead? Is Phase 4 killing, or is the multiverse saga, we should say, killing Marvel? So here's some things I want us to think about. When we're looking at the story, I'm going to say this first. I think the word woke does get tossed around a little too much. Am I denying that some things are woke? No. I do admit that there are things out there that are woke and are killing movies, killing the industry. But I think what's become an issue now is much like the proverbial boy who cried wolf too many times. People are not liking a movie and they are tossing that word out, and it is really destroying what is going on. A lot of people said that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was woke. I would deny that because, one, the character that they gave us was a replacement because people did not like Mutt Williams Jones, and who we got was a goddaughter. And like it or not, they are ending Indiana Jones. They weren't looking to continue that with another character who may adopt the name Indiana and have the surname of Jones, but because we didn't like Mutt Williams Jones, they decided to toss him out, give us this character. And the movie, if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, and we're going to go into this, Rotten Tomatoes fan scores tell a different story when it comes to a lot of these films. Indiana Jones, by the way, 88 on the fan score, a 64 on the critics. Now, why do I bring that up? Because we're talking Marvel. And if we look at what's going on, we hear a lot of people crying about Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. That was the first film in Phase 5 that came out. People are complaining about it. It was the first low-rated film in the MCU, majorly. But here's the thing. If you look at the audience score is an 82, meaning people liked it. People really liked it. So this is what we have to kind of come to this understanding of, is a lot of people, they're sitting there, they're talking about what's going on, but if people are still liking these movies, then they're still going to come out and see. They're still going to make them. They're not going to change them. If you want change, if you think something needs to be changed, then don't go and see the movie. That is the issue that's really coming up. The audience scores are telling a different story. By parallel, if you want to know this, we look at Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which came out just a few months later, and that had a critic rating of 82 and a fan score of 94. Yet that also gets a lot of hate from the people. And so what is going on with the MCU? Why is the MCU so, what do we want to call this? So deflated in everything. Let's just kind of call it as it is. People are sitting here and they are saying that things aren't what they like. Well, let's look at what's been going on. The Infinity Saga, the first, I don't know how many films, but the first 3 phases, we had a slow build-up, if we're honest. It took from 2008 to 2012 to get Phase 1 done. Then it took 2013 to 2015, 3 years, to get Phase 2 done. And then from 2015 to, I think, what was it, 2019, to get the whole project done. And when it was done, everybody clapped, everybody loved it. We got the Spider-Man movie as the epilogue, and people were rejoicing. When we look at Phase 4 starts strong. Phase 4 started strong because here's my issue. Here's what I'm thinking. What we're seeing is Marvel is thinking that we really want a lot more content. When we look at how things were built up in the original Infinity Saga, we had no TV shows. But when we look at it, when we look at the timeline, we had 2008, we had both Iron Man and Hulk. 2009, there was no movie. 2010, we got Iron Man 2. And then slowly but surely, we start building up, where at one point, I think we were having 4 films a year being dumped on us. Now, when I'm saying dumped, just understand I'm not being derogatory to this. But in those cases, we had a slow build-up. We got to love these characters. You look at the latest from Marvel, which is the Secret Wars, and I'm not invested with Talos. Like, the 2 major deaths in that, Maria Hill and Talos. Maria Hill I was invested in because I got to like the character over a number of films and a number of series, and I really liked the character. So when she died, I mean, I wasn't like teary-eyed, but it hit me. Talos dies, and you know, granted, we had him in Captain Marvel, and we had him in the Spider-Man 2 there, Far From Home. Yeah, Far From Home. But I wasn't invested in him. So when his death happens, it's like, eh. But it's like they're trying to just dump everything and give us something that we're not ready for. And I don't think it's that they haven't built up. I think the problem is that we as the fans, we have been theory crafting a lot of this stuff for a long time. So we kind of have this idea, like, when you look at No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, and you look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a lot of fans had a lot of good theory crafting because we knew the universe, we knew which way it was going, where it had been, and we knew the history of these characters, and we could slowly build something. We're getting what I would term right now, we're starting to begin getting C, D, E list characters in here, characters that hadn't really been active in a long time, characters that may have been active, but they keep in and out, ending their series. Well, this is the thing we've got to come to the realization of. People are not interested. They know that Marvel owns X-Men. They know that Marvel owns Fantastic Four now. And while people will, we can listen to Marvel saying that they want to give us time, give time towards building up and eventually having the X-Men movies and having a Fantastic Four movie, which, if I'm right, I mean, they gave us like a list of when a lot of these movies were going to come out. And a lot of the problem has been is COVID, and also just different things with the production, which has messed all of this up. I think they decided that they wanted to continue giving us the content dump. It made it that they had to do a lot of editing, a lot of other things before things really could come down to a palpable way of making it. I think what they should have done is said, hey, this pandemic's happening, it's going to slow production down, let's go back to slowing the schedule down, and we can pick it up afterwards. You look at like what they've done. Armor Wars went from going to be a TV series to be a movie, and now people are wondering if it's even going to be made. But that's it. Like and subscribe if you like this video. Peace out.